Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Pridelands, and we have quite a rare sighting over here. This is Darcy Miller's favorite animal, a female ostrich. And I was just speaking to Panda and Morris. Morris says you don't see these animals here very easily, and he's been here for quite some time, and he hasn't seen many. And Panda also said, if we can get the ostrich on your screens, this will be the first time that ostrich has ever been shown at Pridelands on Wild Earth. So accomplishments have been accomplished, yeah. Thanks, Morris. Look at her. How cool is this? Exciting stuff. It's always nice to see rare things in an area. As most of you know, ostrich is not an uncommon animal in Africa, but in an environment like Pridelands, the bush is very thick out here. The habitat isn't quite suitable for ostrich, and every now and then they might come in. Now, just south of here, another game reserve, I went there a few years ago, and also there was a group of ostrich there, and the trackers were going absolutely crazy. They were all getting into vehicles and going to take a look at this ostrich. So it seems like here in this part of the world, they are very, very infrequent. Great stuff.
Today is definitely a giraffes kind of day. It was all I wanted this morning, giraffes and zebras. And the giraffes were being a little sneaky this morning. We got one view and then they disappeared. But now it seems we have gotten very lucky. There's quite a few different things happening with this journey. A few starting to feed, a few following others around, others aimlessly wandering in the middle. But for the most part, very pretty giraffes and a teeny little bit of sun to help us see that patchwork pattern. I love the way they look when they walk. Most distinctive thing is 100% that black tail and those white ears sticking out to the sides. And very important follow me signs, both of those, especially for any little calves that might be around. It looks like they're a little nervous. They keep looking around as though to say, what's going on?
We've made it back to our lions. We had these 4 lions this morning, 2 adults, 2 sub-adults, 1 female, 1 male, and they killed this wildebeest in the early hours of the morning this morning. It was very, very fresh. It actually still looks very fresh, but clearly they've been tucking in, so there's not much left. And it's really hot, my goodness, I just think I've lost the ability to handle heat right now. So I'm happy to see that they're still active and they're not completely flat cats. I just love it when that light touches lion's eyes like that. It's harsh light right now, but it's gonna start. Yeah, we got an hour until sunset. It's gonna start getting lower. And look who else is on the scene, Javi. Can you guys guess who it's going to be? Hello, Mr. Jackal. Why are you here? I wonder. Could it be to say hello to the lions? I think not. I'm convinced these jackals follow the lions. Keep your tabs on the ones that kill, on the ones that you can steal the food from. It's genius. Know where they are. Listen to their vocalizations. Maybe you can even recognize their smell. Now, I highly doubt that a jackal is going to be able to recognize lions' individual scents, sort of the chemical code of a lion, individually. But they'll be able to recognize the smell of a lion, and they'll be able to follow that. And I think it's worth it. Because when these lions finally give up, you can swoop right in.
Yes, well, this scene is much more tranquil than what's going on with the lions at the moment. We've got the moon, we've got the enormous marula trees, and the very small elephants that you can see, which is quite a strange thing to say out loud, but we are quite lucky. And for those of you that remember, we had a couple of, or maybe you remember almost Dr. Robin Cook, the scientist from Elephants Alive, and he was blown away with how big some of the Maruda trees were, especially the ones out that you can see at the moment. But it's still the same group of elephants that we were watching not too long ago, except the rest of the individuals have now joined us, and they're just feeding in all sorts of directions. They go one way, and then they turn and they go another. But two youngsters have joined up, so that one lonely calf that was playing around with a starling in a silver cluster leaf tree has now got at least got a friend that will play back. And it's always quite fun in the evenings. Normally elephants, especially the youngsters, you see them get like the zoomies, which is quite funny. But this herd looks very relaxed, and I don't think that's going to be happening. I also love how elephants, they grab a trunk full of something and will use it to, so they obviously shake the dirt off and stuff like that, but they also use it as a fly swatter, which is quite clever before they chuck it in their mouth. Very useful. Ryder, you've asked if elephants are able to carry their newborn calves in their trunks. It's not something that I've ever seen before, and they don't typically go out and pick their youngsters up. But if they do fall over, what you might see is not even just the mother, it could be another elephant will assist the little one with standing. And sometimes what they will do is they'll either wrap their trunks over the side of them and sort of tuck it underneath their tummies and try and lift them that way. You see that actually quite a lot when young elephants are crossing rivers, that they give them a bit of support. But for the most part, no, there's no need for them to carry their young ones. They are, gosh, within a matter of hours, they're up on their feet, walking around, no problem. Of course, it takes quite some time to coordinate those muscles, but they do just fine. The herd will normally slow down quite a bit when there's a newborn elephant calf in the herd.
Yes, we've got a leopard. We'll take it. Tayla's been working hard for whoever this is. Right in front of us on the log. Who are you? It is a female, I'm thinking. And it doesn't get any better than this from a leopard on the log story. So, hello. Who are you? Goodness me. That looks like Tlalamab. Now, last night there was almost unanimous decision with the viewers about Tlalamab being the leopard we saw on the north eastern boundary of Djuma, heading east. It's not impossible to say this isn't the same leopard that walked through, but what a huge route she's done. I don't see. Yeah, that's Tlalamab. You know, it's something I love to do in the early evening, is to come to the open area here towards our camp and to see if there's a leopard moving around. Her belly does look rather busy, doesn't it? Busy meaning, busy meaning a little bit round. I don't want to say too much. She's going to come and say, hello everybody, I haven't seen you in some time. So we love to come and check these open areas here, and the leopards do as well. Chris, she does take after her father. Tingana used to cover huge areas Tlalamba's inherited Mum's territory, and she's supposed to have just claimed a portion of it, but Mum has since died, and so she's now claiming, as you can see, all of it. So she should probably only have about a third of what she's currently patrolling. But Nsumi tried to move into an area up towards the north, and well, Tlalamba had none of it. She was having none of it. So I'm just going to use my light here to see if she's going to go to this tree. I don't see any prey animals in this open area. She's going to walk towards the dam, towards Yuri's house. Now, I'm not going to disturb her. If we don't get another view of her now, I'm going to leave her. Allow her to hunt and do her thing. And we'll follow up in the morning. See if we can track her down with some form of meat. Dam cam, definitely keep your eyes peeled. She will be coming down in that direction. If she doesn't successfully hunt something in here, she'll go down for a drink, I'm sure. Well, everybody, it's been a wonderful afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We certainly have been out and about with what's turning out to be a very nice full moon in a couple of days. And well, sorry Tayla, we didn't mean to bump in and find that cat at the end of drive. It just happened to be quite a lucky show. But anyway, enjoy all your questions and comments this evening, everybody. Look forward to hosting you tomorrow morning. Until then, good night and goodbye.